Doug Folks here, Oldmaninbaggies. We are on the start line of Ride to Nowhere. It's a two-day mountain bike stage race in McGregor in the Western Cape of South Africa. The main batch have just gone off and all those e-bikers are ready to go in about 5 minutes, so we're going to have some fun out there. Ride to Nowhere is a small two-day stage race with a small e-bike group. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, riding my bike is about the experience. And the fun of an event is not only riding different trails, but also riding with different people. Now, because it's still quite novel, every event treats e-bikes differently. And I'm not sure what the actual answer is, but we rode separately from the rest of the group 10 minutes behind everyone else, and sticking 20 of us in our own little group at the back of the field, it isn't great. I also had this sort of romantic notion that maybe us e-bikers would be like sticking together and be like best of friends. But the reality is, I suppose, just like every other event, once you leave the start line, you're in your own little bubble. So that's the end of Ride to Nowhere, my very first mountain bike stage race on an e-bike, which was very enjoyable. Today was a mad blast, 45 k's, lots of battery power, 22 k's an hour pretty much, so that's unheard of for me. Today I just want to focus on the experience of mountain biking, whether it's on an analog bike or on an e-bike. This is the Specialized Turbo Levo SL. SL stands for super light, or if you were French, I suppose, and you owned a sports car in the 60s, it would be super léger. It's a style of e-bike that a lot of brands are creating. Bikes around 17 to 19 kilograms, so not too dissimilar from a normal bike in weight, but typically with a smaller battery, between 300 and 320 watt hours. This Specialized has got 320 watt hours. Previously, I've stated on this channel that this is not a bike review channel, and then I've immediately gone in and reviewed the bike. Not today. Suffice it to say that this bike is just beautiful. I mean, look at it. Specialized is a premium brand and they're all about the experience. Nothing is too much trouble. This bike I picked up from the Specialized Experience Centre, which is on the Blauwklippen wine estate just outside Stellenbosch in the Western Cape of South Africa.
Hey Doug, how you doing?
James, very nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Experience Centre.
Yes. And
welcome to the handover of your Turbo Levo SL for the next few days.
James showed me around the bike and explained all the bits and pieces, including the addition of a battery range extender.
You're basically looking at a 2xU contribution from the motor, and then a slightly smaller battery than you would come to expect from an e-bike. But the efficiency of the bike is so economical and so good that you can expect a similar range as you would from any other e-bike. All right, this is 160 additional watt-hour worth of battery that we have in the range extender, and it's a super easy system to use. So it fits into your water bottle cage, which is really nice. You'll just be able to slot it in. Then you're going to open your charge port, and your range extender just fits in there. And there we go. You have 480 watt-hour worth of battery ready to take you up to 5 hours worth of riding. Each of these bars in the TCU, which is your turbo control unit, are going to give you an indication of 10% of the battery life. So with the addition of the range extender we've put in now, you can see there's 150% battery life. So the green is representing your range extender, and the blue will be your internal battery.
I'll link to all the specs and a very good bike review in the description below.
It's there on stealth mode. If you click it once, it goes into eco mode, which is 30% assistance. Click it twice, it goes into trail mode, which is 60% assistance. And then third click is turbo mode, which is considered 100% assistance. And that's where you're going to get the 2xU feeling from the motor.
I left the Specialized Experience Centre with exactly the same smile on my face as I did a couple of years ago when, during a midlife crisis, I bought myself a Jaguar. I love that car. Specialized, as you would imagine, really came to the party and graciously gave me another identical bike to lend to a friend. Firstly, Charles had a go and we blasted around our local short route in 5 seconds. I must admit that his smile was bigger than the smile of my face. And then the very next day we loaded the bikes up onto the back of Justin's Pajero and drove 4 hours into the heart of the Tankwa Karoo. Justin is my man friend, my mate, my China, my buddy. I don't know what the PC term is these days, but we go back a long way and we've ridden a lot of trails and a lot of events together. Now the Tankwa Karoo, for those of you that don't know it, is desert, African style. Full of a lot of nothing and then out of nowhere a mountain pass and then another mountain pass and just beautiful, beautiful scenery. We took the bikes out to sample the views, of course, which were breathtaking. We couldn't find any single track, but we did find a hectic 4x4 trail, which of course we rode. Plenty there to challenge us on the e-bikes, plenty of uphills, plenty of rock slabs. The Turbo Levos just ate it all up. So what have I learned this month? Well, if you're competitive, which I am, an e-bike allows you to do things and to ride with people that ordinarily you wouldn't get close to. And for me, that is awesome. When you do eventually catch up the faster riders, of course, don't be a chop. Don't join in the racing, hang back and respect the fact that they do not have a motor between their legs. And secondly, and most important of all, and what this whole experience has shown me, is that it's not about riding the toughest, gnarliest trails, the steepest climb, or indeed the scariest descent. Sometimes a breathtaking mountain pass is all you need. The winner is always you, whatever bike you're riding, whether it has a motor or not. It just so happens that this time we were on 2 stunning Specialized Turbo Levo SLs. A massive heartfelt thanks to Mike and James from Specialized South Africa, who really went the extra mile to make sure that our experience was a memorable one. Next month, it's the turn of Scott to be hosting my well-worn baggies, and I'm really looking forward to that. Have fun out there and remember to ride more trails.